Ladies and gentlemen, a football team going and playing for the national championship goes into a Dick's Sporting Good and get busted on camera, right? The crazy thing about this is the name of this football team. I know the comment section is about to go crazy over this football team's name. I know it. I know it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Model Renaissance Man, and what you know I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure you guys are following me up here, follow me down here. Click this because it helps me. Thank you. If and when you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification that we're bringing out a drop box for you to select all notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever I do post. And lastly, don't forget to check out my other channel called Man, Husband, Father. And everything I ask you to do on this channel, make sure you do it over there. So guys, I got to get right to this story because this is absolutely ridiculous. This football team had the gall, right? Had the gall to go into a Dick's Sporting Goods store, man. Like they went into Dick's Sporting Good, right? Oh, Lord Jesus. And there's going to be so many things I know a lot of y'all are going to say about this when y'all see it. I can already feel it. I can already tell because
pornographic.
The name of this football team that did this is going to blow y'all mind. And I know y'all going, I just know it. But you know what? Because I know y'all saying, dude, shut up. Just play it. Just play it. I'll play it. Here you go.
First and foremost, I want to compliment the Cocoa Tigers. They won the championship after finishing the season 15-0. It was the Atlantic Coast Youth Athletics Association. And they beat the Thoroughbreds 26-6. I mean, they didn't just beat them, they ran over them. And the Thoroughbreds were from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So, Cocoa Tigers, you did it the right way. That's teamwork with great young men doing the right thing. Now I want to introduce you to 8 of the Thoroughbreds. And here they are. You look at the Thoroughbreds and you find out what were they doing. What were they doing on Saturday morning? Well, let me tell you what they were doing. They Ubered from where they were staying. They had come from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, down to the Dick's Sporting Good in Posner Park. Not only did they Uber down there to shop, they had no intentions of paying for their product. So they came into the store in 2 groups, and they began to systematically steal product. And that's exactly what they did. They stole, and they stole, and they stole, and they stole, and they stole. Yeah, how do you like that? This is everything that they stole. And guess what? As we've said before, you can't go any place, anytime that you're not on a camera. So Dick's Sporting Goods knows that they're stealing because they're watching this systematic, organized theft ring called a football team. Now, not only did they steal 47 items, not only did they steal 47 items, but ostensibly, they may have cost their team the championship and the football game because I don't know if these all were starters or not, but I can tell you that we were finishers. We arrested them. We took them to the Juvenile Assessment Center and we put them in lockup. But I want to introduce you to their coach. His name's Raynon Bynes, B-Y-N-E-S. So when we notify the coach who is responsible for them, you would think he would be interested in holding them accountable and responsible.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am interrupting this video right now because we are back around to that time again, and I know it has flown. This is the time where I do my thing every single year, my annual Christmas for Kids, where you who are the watchers right now can donate and be able to help children who are less fortunate this year have a good Christmas. We had a huge turnout last year, and I'm looking forward to having a huge turnout this year. And the way that you can donate is by going to PayPal right up there, or you can donate through Cash App. And these proceeds are going strictly all to children who are less fortunate this Christmas. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. And guys, it's right around the corner. To all of you that are going to be giving, thank you and God bless you. Looking forward to this.
Instead, he goes to the deputies and begs them not to take these young men into custody. Oh, don't arrest them. Drop the charges. Let them go. And then when we said no, then they go to Dick's Sporting Goods, to the manager, and said, oh, don't charge them. Don't charge them. They were not taking bubble gum, one piece to chew. They stole over $2,000 worth of products, over 47 different products they stole. And then when it was evident that they were going to be arrested, then the coach says, don't you guys have anything better to do? What are all these deputies doing here? Don't you have anything better to do than arrest these kids? Listen, I don't know how you do things in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but in Polk County, Florida, we'd lock you up for stealing, for being a thief. So this is part of a football team. This is also the Thoroughbred Thieves, and it's their choice. It's their choice to go to jail because they Ubered down and were actively ripping off Dick's Sporting Goods. 47 items, I believe they were caught with. So at the end of the day, the message is clear, not just in this Christmas season, but anytime. All of these stores have cameras. And we have relationships with all of these stores. If you come here to Polk County and steal, there's no notices to appear. There's no warnings. You're in handcuffs and taken to the county jail or taken to juvenile lockup, period. You don't want to go to jail? You don't want to go to juvenile lockup? Don't steal. We didn't choose to arrest you. You chose to be arrested. And that's the way it is. And for the coach, you're way off base here, buddy. Way off base. You're the ultimate loser. If you'd been coaching these kids upright, if you knew where they were, if you didn't allow them to Uber away, they would have played in a ball game Saturday night. So you have a compare and contrast here. Let me tell you, this is the heroes. This is the coach and the team that did it right. And I'm so proud of them. And I'm proud of their 15-0 season. That's a great group of young men there. And this was their opponent Saturday night, absent these 8 guys. Because you know it's hard to be on the football field when you're locked up. Is there any questions?
Sharon, is this type of organized crime, is this something you see a lot this time of year?
Do you know we see theft go up around the Christmas times for obvious reasons? There's a lot of people that need product for gifts in small order. I am hugely frustrated with this. The coaching, the supervision wasn't there, or these kids wouldn't have been running wild. These kids knew better. Maybe you steal stuff in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania and get away with it. Hey, here's a note to people in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. If you hold kids accountable and responsible and they know if they go in a store and steal, they're going to be held accountable, they don't do it. You didn't see 8 kids from Polk County in a store this weekend stealing, did ya? And there's 850,000 people in this county. Well, and then you have a coach comes down there and tries to beg them out of it instead of holding them accountable. It's frustrating. But our crime in Polk County is a 53-year low. Ask and see if crime in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, is at a 53-year low.
So they were taken to the juvenile center. What's next?
Juvenile Assessment Center.
Have they had their first appearances?
What happens is they will be referred for criminal charges to the state attorney's office and the juvenile system. And at that point in time, they'll have to come back. So they're all going to have another trip to Polk County because they're going to be held accountable here for their criminal conduct. It's a felony. They were charged with felony retail theft and also conspiracy to commit felony retail theft. And it's ironic that they would try that in Polk County to start with. The next thing that is interesting is we have one of the few organized retail crime teams in the state of Florida in Polk County. So there's your sign.
Were any of them apologetic or?
No, none of them confessed, none of them talked, and they were ultimately charged and will be charged as we talk about here. But here's what's interesting about it. They let the team down. What about the rest of the kids on the team that came from Philadelphia to compete for a national championship? These guys let the rest of the team down. It's a shame for the rest of the thoroughbreds, but it goes to show you can do the right thing and win championships. They did the right thing. You can do the wrong thing and end up in jail and let your football team down. So they'll never know whether or not they could have bested this really great team from Cocoa. But I tell you this, if you steal in Polk County, you go to jail. And I don't want to hear you whine and you're complaining and you're belly aching and all of that nonsense. If you don't steal, we're your new best friends. If you steal, we're your worst enemy. Merry Christmas. Okay, thank you all very much.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, buddy. Of all the things that could have happened in Florida, and for them to get caught stealing, and y'all, come on, let's keep it real. You see that these are a bunch of Negroes. You couldn't have picked a worse football team name of these guys that were caught and called them thoroughbreds. All right. Oh, I could already feel it. I can just feel it coming in. I bet you they were thoroughbreds. I bet you these Negroes were thoroughbreds. They were bred to do exactly what they're doing right now. So what are we surprised by? Let's get this straight, because I know a lot of y'all have been pissed off lately on a lot of videos I've been showing. Y'all got pissed off at the Nick Fuentes stuff. Y'all got pissed off at the Andrew Wilson going at Mark Lamont over that wood. And now you got a group of black young men going into a Dick's Sporting Good and stealing. And the name of the football team is Thoroughbreds. That is some crazy poetic justice, some crazy irony. I can't help but to laugh at that. And I know some of y'all, don't make no sense. You just up here cooning. Man, shut up. I don't care what you say. This is why I always say things like Negroes of a certain mindset. Now, is it a possibility that all these kids are good kids? Yes, it's a possibility that they just are football players who still are about that certain mindset from certain regions. Yes. Is it a possibility that these kids were just out doing something stupid, doing something fun because, you out of your own state, you do something crazy? Yes. But at the same time, somebody should have warned them. You picked the wrong state to do something like that in. You picked the wrong state to do something like this in, because Florida does not play around. And to be quite honest with you, the names and those pictures and all that, I hope they keep that. I hope y'all end up losing y'all scholarship, you idiots. Ty, all people make mistakes. No, that's not a mistake. Going and doing organized crime, you heard me, organized crime is not a mistake. It was premeditated. They all took an Uber and went there with nothing more than the intentions of stealing. And you know what would be even crazier? If Florida said, yeah, we keeping them. That would have been crazy. Florida just said, we keeping them. Yo, y'all going to jail. We keeping them. Now your name is going to be on the list for the kids that went into a Dick's Sporting Good and stole. And I'm pretty sure a lot of colleges are really going to want you Negroes now. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, I just had to do that. I know some of y'all gonna be pissed off at me because I did this, but no matter what, in the comforts of my home, talking to this about my wife and my family and all that, we all was like, oh, Lord Jesus, black folks on the football team that's stealing. They call them thoroughbreds. Boy, we know it's going to go crazy with this. But, hey, let's hear the jokes. I'm here for it. I'm here for the jokes down below. I don't care. Let's hear it because I know y'all going to come with it anyway. And let me tell y'all something as well. If you find that you post a comment and it just disappears, know that it's not me. Some people say, Marion, your guidelines. I don't have any guidelines, right? I don't have any guidelines. I let all comments come into this channel and flow. I let all comments in here. YouTube, by the way, they have their guidelines because this is YouTube's platform. This is YouTube house. Now, if your comment disappeared, know that it's YouTube that's doing it, not me. Anyway, let's see what y'all got to say about this one. Do not forget to do what y'all see in the elements right here that would greatly help my channel. And the next video that I will be doing after this one in order is going to be up there. Things I did as of yesterday you may have missed right here. If you have not subscribed to the channel, just click right up there. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.